Let's get to Martha Boneta. She's been on hold. She ran for Congress in the 5th District and came up a little short there. Good to have you with us. Martha, I understand you'll be guest hosting for me on this coming Friday.
Good morning, Good morning. And you know me, I always have a incredible host of guests. And this Friday will be a very special show. I will be discussing the upcoming primaries and our races across the Commonwealth. And we're going to have both Democrats and Republicans on the show. So nobody's going to want to miss this Friday's show. It's going to be quite an exciting show of hosts and really getting into the weeds on these races coming up.
Who are some of the Democrats you have on?
It's a surprise right now.
It's a surprise. So okay, I like surprises.
It's a surprise because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm going to reveal who they are within the next 48 hours. But I can tell you my prediction on the race between Corey Stewart, E.W. Jackson, and Nick Freitas.
Right.
I love E.W., and I believe E.W. is going to take votes away from Corey Stewart, and I believe that Nick Freitas is going to be our nominee.
Really?
He is. Yes, I do. I think that E.W. has a lot of love out there. Even during our we were all in the 5th Congressional District for the nomination for the 5th Congressional seat, filling Tom Garrett's seat. And by the way, that was an experience of a lifetime. What an opportunity. And I'm so grateful and so humbled to be considered. And it definitely has put the ball in motion. I can see myself running again. And I'm just so grateful to everyone for all of their love and support. And what an incredible opportunity to serve the fighting 5th Congressional District. But with that said, even in the audience, when we were there, what did we see? E.W. Jackson hats. And these were E.W. Jackson hats for Lieutenant Governor, right?
Oh,
these
yeah, the red hats.
Jackson.
Yeah,
these were E.W. Jackson hats for Senate. And I saw them, you saw them, we all saw them there in the fighting 5th Congressional District.
All right, so it sounds like you're voting for Nick Freitas, right?
Yes.
You're
I'm voting for Nick.
You're predicting a Nick Freitas upset.
Correct, because I believe E.W. Jackson is so popular that he's going to pull seats away from Corey, and I believe that's going to create a path to victory for Nick.
So why don't you think EW? So then why don't you think EW can win then?
I don't think he's going to have enough votes. Because Corey Stewart has been working this for
that would be the reason.
A very long time.
One thing about Martha is you tell it straight. Here was my question. Why don't you think EW can win? This was her answer, because he's not going to get enough votes. That's good, Martha. He's not going to get enough votes. That would definitely do it. That would definitely not make him win. All right, so
let me tell you. Look, Corey
I got to stop laughing. Wait a second.
Has been fighting this since he just came off of his last race against who was he running against? Ed Gillespie.
Martha says.
And Ed Gillespie, and before that he was coming off of another statewide race.
Right.
So he's been pounding this across the state for literally years, okay? And EW has so much love and respect that he's going to, I think people are going to be surprised how many votes he pulls off, but he's not going to have the ground game in place that Corey did. But then we have Nick Freitas, who has the most organized campaign I've seen. I mean, he has got an army of people that are going to be out there getting the vote out. And I think everybody's going to see Nick Freitas for Senate come out of this and emerge out of this and go to war against Tim King.
Well,
that's my prediction.
Look, that's a prediction. It's pretty bold. Nick Freitas is an underdog. He doesn't have the name ID. Corey Stewart's been running for a long time now, and he's got a base, and they're going to turn out for him. I don't really see the math there, so I think Stewart is going to win. I've made no endorsement in the race, and we'll let the chips fall where they may and see it play out, so I have no dog in the hunt. Obviously, I'm going to vote, but just because I vote for somebody doesn't mean I'm going to make a public endorsement of it. Right. I already have made my mind who I'm voting for. But I don't know. I endorse Nick Freitas. I know you did. That's not a secret. Yeah. No, I know you did.
But I do believe that he is an underdog, but he's coming out strong. He's got an army, literally. How he has assembled this army of people behind him in such a short period of time, and they are going to be out there getting the vote out for Nick Freitas. He's a veteran. He's the only candidate running that has served our country. He's the only candidate running that brings a fresh perspective to the table. I mean, Corey Stewart, I tell you, I respect his moxie, but this will be his third race in a very short period of time, his third statewide race. And people want some new, fresh skin in the game.
Yeah, but he's never been here's where I disagree with that. He's never been the nominee. And I've talked to some people who have said, you know what, this guy wants to be the nominee, give him a shot, see what the hell happens. So, I mean, he's been running, but he's never been the nominee. So I think now if he wins the nomination and then, quite candidly, and then gets crushed by Tim Kaine, I don't think he's viable again for statewide office. That's just my view. Maybe he'll run in perpetuity. But I think you got to be the nominee and have a shot there. And I just know that his people are very loyal, Martha, and they're going to turn out. He's going to get his people out. And he's got the name ID, and I think it's going to be really tough for Nick Freitas to win. And then there's EW, and EW's a great guy.
Let me ask you this: how important is it, do you believe, that our nominee be a Trump supporter?
I think it's 100%. You have to be.
And do you believe that this administration will get behind whomever our nominee is? If that nominee,
I think they'll get behind him. They'll get behind him on paper. But whoever the nominee is in Virginia against Tim Kaine, I really wouldn't see them putting a lot of money in Virginia because it's such an uphill battle against a relatively popular incumbent. And if Tim Kaine needs to spend $30 million, he'll spend it to win. So I don't see the Republican Senatorial Committee or the RNC really putting a lot of money into the Republican nominee for Virginia. So the whole thing is kind of moot because it's going to be very difficult to beat Tim Kaine regardless of who the nominee is. And
that's right.
In order for them to get money, they're going to have to demonstrate in polling that the Republican Party does that they're within 5 or 6 or something like that. I don't think they're ever going to get there. Look, I just give a candid, cold assessment. Tim Kaine is an overwhelming favorite to win. Overwhelming favorite to win, right? Doesn't matter what I want. This is cold. Overwhelming favorite, probably like Secretariat odds, 1-5. And Stewart, right now, somebody has to show me how they're going to beat him on June 12th. Maybe you'll be right. We'll see. But you'll have your opportunity to talk about it on Friday, June 8th.
This is true. This Friday, nobody's going to want to miss the show. It is going to rock Virginia. It might be a little controversial. We're going to get into the weeds on these races. We're going to have Dems on. We're going to have Republicans on. We're going to have independents on. We're going to be talking about the future of the Commonwealth of Virginia this Friday on the John Frederick Show.
Well, this is your opportunity because on June 14th, we get picked up by the Tan Talk Network, 6 to 9 a.m. in Tampa, St. Pete, and Clearwater, Florida. 5 stations will be carrying us live. And then 6 to 9, our Virginia coverage goes away. Then it's national, and we can do Virginia from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., and that's it, because once we're in Jacksonville and Tampa from 6 to 9, this show becomes national from 6 a.m. to 9. So this is your last chance, Martha.
Yeah, well, listen, I've been telling everybody this for a long time. I said John Fredericks is the next Rush Limbaugh. So you all heard it first right here on your show. My prediction, John Fredericks, the next Rush Limbaugh, and you're going to have your own TV show one day. And it's going to happen rapid fire. It's going to happen very quickly. And John Fredericks remembers his friends that he has had all this time before everybody had to wait in line to shake his hand.
Got that right.
That's my prediction.
That's my
prediction. This is rapid fire.
Well, thank you.
In a very short period of time, your show is rapidly becoming a national show. People are dying to advertise on your show. They're dying to be on the show. And what a wonderful journey it's been. And it's happening so fast. And, you were the first to get behind Donald Trump. You're the first to get behind Donald Trump when everybody ran away. And you see time and time again that the people that are loyal to Donald Trump They succeed. They're doing this. They are part of making America first, and it's just been a privilege to be on here. And this Friday, we're going to really, in that case, if that's the case, that we're no longer going national, completely national, I'm going to make this such a great show. I'm going to shake up Virginia. So come and listen to John's show on Friday. You will not want to miss it.
All right. Martha Boneta guest hosting for me on Friday. She's going to be coming here loaded for bear, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a bang-up show. And Martha, I tell you what, I've never seen the way you stood up to the pressure in that congressional race and the nasty emails that went out attacking you personally. I thought you handled that with tremendous grace, and it was very impressive. And you were attacked it was nasty, and it was horrible and disgusting, and it really made me want to puke.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, first they send out an attack anonymous email. And by the way, now we know who it's from. I won't say it on the air today. I have to wait until Friday. That's going to do the big reveal on Friday. But then they sent around a picture of me in a bikini when I'm with my family on the beach, and with the tagline, "Is this who you want to be, your congresswoman?" I guess she didn't know she was going to be a congresswoman when this picture was taken. How ridiculous to thousands of people in the Fighting Fifth. And they expected me to curl up and run away and hide. And my response was, yes, congresswomen can go to the beach. Yes, I do go swimming. And, oh, by the way, I have a brain and I know how to use it. I mean, their ads, not only did they not help, but they got the reverse reaction, because the reactions from all over the Fighting Fifth was so supportive, and it was such a vicious attack. I was being attacked by the left, the right. I was being attacked by, people that just did not want to see me even be able to get on the stage. And I was the only one on the stage that had never run a campaign before. I was the only one that didn't have a massive campaign team in force. And I am so grateful for this experience. I'm not going away. You'll see me run for another race. And I just love Virginia, and I can't wait to keep the fight going.
Well, Martha, you got a lot of class, and I thought you handled this astonishingly well, because the attacks on you, the anonymous attacks on email, were some of the most disgusting I've ever seen in my life, and they really turned my stomach. And you were under a lot of pressure by a lot of people to just get out. You wouldn't do it. I thought you made the best speech. I said that in my tweet, and I tell you what, you're a good friend of ours. You're an FOJ, and we never, ever, ever leave a friend on the field in their time of need, ever. That's my reputation. I never do it. I'm the most loyal person you'll ever meet in your life. If you're a friend of John's, we stick with you. This is the John Fredericks Radio Network. Martha Boneta, good to have you. You will be guest hosting our show on Friday, June 8th. Don't miss a minute. See you then.